Hello everyone, Pipat speaking. I was back from Laos yesterday night. This is my second time in Laos. My first time is in 2017. I visit a big dam in Laos, South Laos, that is different geometries comparing with the second one. The first dam I visited in 2017 is the same project, that is hydropower, but it's in up high area comparing with where I visited a couple of days ago. But principle is in common because hydropower dam, you're supposed to select the proper location that you can keep water and maintain the level at some certain level, and the head of water is certain different, so you can get the benefit from the water head and let the water flow through the penstock. Penstock is a pipe, big one, and deliver the water from the higher stage to the lower stage of the powerhouse. And this water with a high velocity will drive the propellers that's connected with the generators, and finally you can generate electricity. And after that, the electricity will be transmitted via transmission line to destination. That is a common way of generating electricity. And the first project I visited a couple of years ago, it's Sapien, Senam Noi is the name of the project. And the second project I visit a couple of days ago is different because it's close Mekong River by another type of hydraulic structures. Instead of dam, it is a barrage. Barrage is opening that's located at the hydraulic structures. This allows the waters can flow through from upstream to downstream of the river, and is controlled or regulated by gate that can regulate it up and down. Yeah, you can let water flow through under gate, and you have to control the difference of the water level upstream and downstreams. And this different head will generate the potential of energy, and this water will go through the penstock, the pipe, and the water will drive a turbine and connect to generator as mentioned earlier. And when you build some structure across the natural waterway that affect the way of life of the people, the community live along the river. The first is the people who travel along the rivers, and if there are some structures that across the river, you have to provide a structure. That is most important, because when you build a mega project, you have to think thoroughly about its consequences and how to provide some structures that allow the people can navigate along the river as usual. This structure is navigation lock that allow the boat or ship that come from the upstreams can get through the hydraulic structures crossing the river. It's many details about how to operate this navigation lock. I will tell you later. At this stage, I would like to mention about this structure. And the second one is about the aquapet, fish and the others pet aqua animals that's affected by this construction. I mentioned a bit yesterday, its structures is very fantastic for Chayaburi Dam I visited. It is fish ladder. There are many details and many operations to migrate the fish that in some certain seasons the fish supposed to swim against the river upstream, go to upstreams and then lay their eggs. That is natural phenomena. Fish, when they lay their eggs, they have to swim to somewhere upstream and against the current. And when these structures obstruct their path, so we have to provide another hydraulic structure, is so-called fish ladder. And because of the different water levels upstream and downstream, you're supposed to design one hydraulic structures and to let them, the fish, to swim upstreams, and how they can swim up heights of the different water levels of 30 meters. The fish cannot swim from downstream to upstreams as usual. So as a human being, you're supposed to build some structures and that to elevate the fish to upstreams. That is also very amazing, and also explain later. Today I would like to tell you about the general pictures about the main structure is barrage and the navigation lock, fish ladder. That is the main structures of this dam or barrage. And in general, we need people from several disciplines who get in cooperation of the projects since from the beginning, from feasibility study stage in at least 4 aspects when you implement one project, you have to think about the feasibility study in terms of engineering. If the possible, you have to consider for your site selection about the foundation, because huge load will impose on the natural foundation. We have to check geology and foundations of the natural location if it is strong enough to resist the billion tons of loads on the foundation. You have to do many investigations to find out, to figure out what is underneath the foundation, and if it's not okay, you're supposed to make correction by engineering technique. For example, if the foundation is not so solid, there are many hollow underneath, you have to use some technique. It is so-called grouting. Inject the concrete to fill up the hollow under the foundation. That is geologist work. And you have to think about the several consequences, because when you close the river, you disturb nature. And how about the community that a long time ago lived along the river? Because when you close the river or waterway on the upstreams, the water level will come up to some certain meters, and the effect is the flooding. It's flooding to many communities. Its habitat along the river, so they have to be removed to somewhere higher. So the project will looking for some location that the people in the community agree upon it. So you have to pay compensation to the community, because the water, when they're going up after construction's complete, is the area will be flooded for good. And it's not only geography, is not only the flooded area, but also ecology. Ecology is a fact, because you change completely about the ratio of the forest that later on replaced with the waters. And the water, when you close the river, and the water level affect long distance upstreams, might be 50 to 100 kilometers. That is affects many communities and way of life of the people along the way. And also the stream, the velocity of streams downstream of the structures will flow differently from previous. That also affect many things like erosion to downstreams, because of the waters right after the structures flow very fast, and then with very high energies that can erode the river bank, that you need to think about your correction by the protect erosion from the very strong stream that can erode the water bank. That's also affect. It is obviously. So you can see in feasibility studies, you need to think about engineering if feasible. You have to think about the money, that is financial feasibilities. When you think about the billion US dollars, you have to looking for who is the investor. If your government can afford these costs of the construction, or you are looking for the partner, you can be your co-investor in the financial. But in terms of the economic, you have to think about the benefit and cost of investment, if it's worth implementation. If you invest something and you cannot get enough benefit, not just only money, the other things, intangible and tangible. And in the overall pictures, if it was that is sound, the project sound in terms of economic feasibility. Now we come to 3 characteristics, and about the 4th, about the social effect. It's a show social. And how about the politic? And all in all, ecology, it is environmental impact that also most important. Because of this mega project, when you think about the impact, it's not just only some nearby community or nearby area, but sometimes it affects long distance downstream or long distance upstreams. That affects many community, many countries. As Khong River is international river, if you close dam, and the effect to the ecology is not only a few kilometers away from site location, but it affects ecologies to hundreds, sometimes affects about the tidal from the sea. It is 200 kilometers away, affect ecologies of aquapet 200 kilometers away. You build up your project in Laos, but the effects will be to Cambodia, Thai. So when you considering to launch this project, you need to have the global meetings with every countries might be get the impact from your construction. That's why we need to talk in English, because the meeting is a global meeting. The people concerned who are responsible for this project have to share their ideas and brainstorming. So English is a common language during that operation. Yeah. Okay, these are general views. I would like to tell you about the hydraulic structures, the main of barrage that operate the water levels at some certain levels for electricity generating, and the others auxiliary structures, or on the other words is called appurtenant structure, and all structure is commonly called hydraulic structure. That is about the water resources project, about irrigation projects, the so-called hydraulic structures. There are many more, and I would like to pick up and focus on some certain structure that's interesting, and I'll tell you later. Okay, thank you very much for watching. พิพัฒน์ speaking from Thailand สวัสดีครับ